What if every single choice you have ever made, what job to take, what partner to love, what clothes to wear, even what video to click today wasn't never really yours? What if freedom you feel is nothing more than a carefully engineered illusion designed by systems, algorithms, and powers so vast that you barely notice their presence? Imagine this. Every yes, every no, every maybe was already predicted, guided, and placed in front of you long before you can even thought about deciding. That is the terrifying reality we live in. And if you think you are in control right now, think again, because by the time you have reached this exact moment, dozens of invisible decisions have already been made for you. This video will peel back the layers of control. We will expose psychology, law, economics, politics, and digital manipulation. And by the end, you will never look at free will the same way again. And before we begin, hit that subscribe button because awareness is the only weapon against system designed to keep you predictable. And the knowledge here is the kind they don't want widely shared. Moving with first one, the illusion has already always existed. From destiny to data, humans have wrestled with the question of free will for thousands of years. Ancient religion told us fate was written by gods. Philosophers like Aristotle and Descartes debated whether choice was an internal force or an external trick of the universe. But today, fact isn't divine, it isn't mystical, it's digital. We live in a world where our choices are mapped into data points. Every tape, every pause, every scroll, every hesitation is recorded. These traces are then fed into models so powerful they don't just predict what you will do, they shape what you will do next. Think of it like a casino that already knows what card you will draw, what slot machine you will sit at, and how long you will play. You think you are free inside, but the house is always wins. In law, this is called deterministic influence. In psychology, is framing. In everyday life, is invisible strings guiding you like a puppet. And what makes it dangerous is this: you think you are the puppeteer. Moving with next one, algorithms, the invisible architects of desire. When you open YouTube, you think you are browsing. You are not. You are walking through a corridor of options already chosen for you. Algorithms decide what you see, what you don't, who gets amplified and who gets buried. They don't show you the world, they show you the slice of the world most likely to keep you hooked. This is called choice architecture. Supermarkets place candy near the checkout to spark last second grabs. Digital platforms do the same, but on steroids. They decide whether you feel outraged, entertained, validated, or terrified today. And here's the scariest part: you didn't choose to feel that way, they choose it for you because it makes you stay longer. Imagine a courtroom. In this courtroom, the algorithm is the judge, jury, and the executioner. You you are just the defendant, convinced you are free to speak, but the trial was rigged before you walked in. And this courtroom isn't fiction, it's every single digital platform you touch. Moving with next one, psychology of manipulation, priming, nudging, and conditioning. Think about your daily life. Why do you crave a specific brand of soda? Why do you trust certain politicians? Why do you feel safer buying the product with a most popular badge? That's not you thinking, that's you being nudged. Psychologists call it priming, where exposure to one small cue triggers entire cascades of behavior. Governments call it policy framing, corporates call it marketing. But let's be blunt, it's control. Every scroll, every notification bubble, every countdown timer is designed to hijack your nervous system. Just like a slot machine that keeps gamblers pulling the lever, apps keep you hooked with intermittent rewards. Sometimes you get a dopamine spike, sometimes nothing, but that maybe is enough to enslave your brain. This is not random, it's science. Nobel Prizes were awarded for proving it works. And the proof is in your screen time, your spending habits, your voting record. You have been trained, conditioned, and reinforced until you are free. Isn't free, it's leased. Moving with next one, the marketplace of illusions, competition or control. Let's zoom out. You think you are choosing between Coke or Pepsi, Nike or Adidas, Netflix or Hoodoo, but trace the ownership chains and you will find the same few financial giants, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, own stakes in all of them. You think you are exercising freedom in the marketplace? In reality, you are just moving money between the same hands. This isn't capitalism. This is consolidation. This gives that choice. Politicians will tell you the market is competitive. Ads will tell you brands are unique. But in finance, this is called oligopoly. And in practice, it will the menu looks big, but the kitchen is owned by the same chef, you can say. And here's the chilling part for you. It works because you never bothered to look behind the curtain. Moving with next one, the political stage, democracy as managed choice. Voting is often sold as the ultimate expression of freedom, but is it? Think carefully. Yes, you choose between candidates, but who decides which candidates even appear? Who controls the funding, the media, the coverage, the debates? Not you, not the average voter. Campaign finance law shows that those with the deepest pockets control the playing field. And then come the ads, micro targeted, fear driven, outrage fueled ads, crafted to nudge you without you noticing. In psychology, this is bounded rationality. In law, is structural bias. In reality, is democracy packaged like a supermarket shelf. You pick between two options, but both were already vetted and priced by someone else. Your choice is real, but it's not free. It's managed, it's framed, and contained. Moving with next one, the digital matrix, conditioning future slabs. Every tape you make on your phone isn't just for today, it's feeding a system that shapes future you. Your recommendations tomorrow will reflect what you click today. Your opinions a year from now may echo the reinforcement loops you are stuck in today. Algorithms don't just predict your future, they build it. Slowly, quietly, invisibly, they mold your desire, fears, and worldview. And you will swear it's your own doing. That's the brilliance of the illusion. You will define it as a freedom, even while shackled. The Matrix wasn't fiction, it was prophecy. The wires aren't in your brain, they are in your apps. And the prison is built from the most powerful steel of all, your belief that you are free. Moving with next one, breaking the spell, awareness as resistance. So if choice is an illusion, do we just surrender? No, because once you see the cage, you are no longer fully trapped. Awareness cracks the illusion. Here's how you resist. Like, question defaults. If an option is recommended, ask why. Break patterns, change routines, confuse the predictable systems. Guard attention. Treat it like money because it is the most valuable currency in this economy. Diversify your influences. Don't let one platform, one news outlet, or one system own your perspective. In law, this is called informed consent. In psychology, it's called cognitive reframing. In life, it's called waking up. Waking up, yeah. And if you have stayed with me this long, you have already taken the first step. Because most people never even question the illusion. Moving with final message. So ask yourself one last time, did you choose to watch this video? Or did the algorithm, timing, and the title choose it for you? Maybe you believe it was free will. Maybe you realize it was a system. Either way, now you know. And knowing changes everything. Because The greatest illusion in human history isn't magic, it's fate. It isn't fate. It isn't even parapolitics. It's the illusion that you are the author of your own choices. When in reality, individual systems hold the pen, but awareness is resistance. Yes, you heard it right. And resistance begins here. If you are ready to break the spell, hit that subscribe right now. Stay awake, stay aware. Never forget the illusion only works if you don't question it.